Scorpio. You have you. Believe in yourself. Purity of your intention, your soulfulness, the strength that you've earned from all the shit that you've been through. Believe in you, because the best parts of them are what you've absorbed. They're what's inside of you. So you don't have to look any further than the mirror that you look into, or the heart that you feel beating underneath your chest, to feel the absolute life and value of anybody and anyone that you've absorbed and taken into you. And almost use those pieces of them to construct yourself. Once we love somebody as water signs, we absorb people. We literally dissolve people into us. And especially as Scorpios, you lock it in and turn it into that ice that builds up, builds you up, builds you up, until little pieces start to pop and crack or melt somehow. But you're capable of being water as well as ice. You have you. You have you. And you are a beautiful soul. And a strong one. There is a need now in you to be hugged. Be wrapped up in somebody else's strength. To melt a little bit right now. Because it's not a time for stoicism or hard-ass blocking. It's a time for loving yourself enough and believing in yourself enough to know that you deserve to be able to melt sometimes. You absolutely deserve to be able to rely on the people around you who you've loved, who you've committed to, who you've chopped off pieces of yourself for and helped to build them up. It's absolutely the time now to rely on them and how you've helped them, how you've built them up to be the strong levees right now, so that you can melt and the world won't fall apart. And the wonderful thing that I feel right now about you is that you have positioned yourself in a place where you are around people now who will hold you up, who are strong enough to be that foundation and those boundaries, those walls, the strength. Because right now, you need to be liquid. You need to melt. You need to dissolve, and you need to maybe fall, not apart, but fall into fluid. The stoicism, the staunchness, the certainty, the fixed confidence of you needs to melt right now. And in that melting, there is this beautiful strength of a recognition that At least you've made the right choices to put yourself around people who will hold you up this time. So that you're not around the same type of people that maybe you would have been around 10 years ago, who would have just let you fall apart, or never would have let you be able to melt at all, because you're the one that had to keep everything together, because you knew you weren't around people who were going to hold you the fuck up. This beautiful, beautiful reality now that you are around people who will hold you the fuck up. There is something happening that is transitional, to say the least, but definitely unpredictable, unknowable. Perhaps you've never been through it before. There's a mystery around this period in your life. There is this sense of course, how could we know how it feels like, or what will come out on the other side of a transition or a portal that we've never been through? And that's where you stand now, at a portal that you've never been through. And it's always so much better to become fluid, because there's so many different ways now to adjust to newness when you are the watery aspect of yourself. That's what you need right now. That is the strongest form to be right now, is to be fluid. Because when you're in your fluid state, you can do things that there's no way you could do as ice, as fixed. It's time for you to flow. And time for you to release and let go, and let other people around you be the solid. It's okay to need them now. It's okay to want to feel held, like a cauldron or a caldera holds a basin of water. It's okay to want to feel held. And I can tell you, you are held right now. You are held. There is a heartbreak that is happening. Something that I just don't think you could prepare for. Not so much in that it's a shock to your system. I don't get shock. But that even if you expected it, you can't prepare for the emotions that are coming from it. And it is a time where you have absolutely every right to be as emotional as you need to be right now, and just let everybody else take care of the fucking practicalities. Because right now, you don't have to be practical. You should never have to be practical. You've done enough work to be able to just release yourself and know the world isn't going to fall apart. These walls aren't going to come down. You've done that work. You've done it. This is a time for you to enjoy what you've built. Because what you've built is strong, including the network of people you have around you. Okay. Your life is going to be beautiful after this. I can promise you. There is an innocent purity, freshness, new sapling that it's springing up in the midst of this manure. Beautiful. So right now, water it with your tears, with your emotions, with your memories. Allow it. Allow yourself to be fluid. And let everybody else worry about the practicalities. You need to allow yourself to feel. This is your time. I love you guys, like completely. And you know I've talked to you about it before, that I wouldn't be Born Without Boundaries Tarot without the support of my Scorpios. So thank you so much, always, from the bottom of my heart. I'm in my car because I am on the road. I'm continuing to travel. Join me. I try to post pictures to let you guys see where I'm at. I am at my sister's home. I'm having a great time. But this is my space. This is my car. I'm choosing to do it in my car because there's no confusion. Like, this is my space, my energy, no confusion from other energies. I just want it. It's like almost the pure space that I have. And it's just where I should be doing the readings. But everything is really great here. But in other words, and I'm sharing this with you to say, trust in where your intuition says you can release. Trust in where your intuition says this is safe, this is good. See, this is karma. This is Capricornian energy. This is laws, rules, regulations, but it's also protection. Okay, this is spirit itself. An eagle totem is almost one step, I would say, I don't mean to say above, but almost one step above hawk totem in that it is spirit itself. It is Wakantanka, or I apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but it is the great spirit itself manifesting in your life. And it does this for the reason to just, it knows you need the hug. It knows that you need them in physical form. You know, because so many times, Scorpio, your water, you psychically can connect to anything years in advance, years in the past. Like with your water, with your fluidity, you can connect, but there is something so necessary about that earth energy sometimes, the actual 3D. Okay, but I need you here. Okay, I know I can feel you psychically. I get it. I can. But sometimes I need your arms around me. Sometimes psychically is not enough. I actually need to feel the weight, the solid, the touch, the tangible. Why? Because you fucking need to. Like, the why doesn't even matter. The reason behind it is you deserve it. You deserve this. And that's why spirit itself is here to say you deserve it. Yeah, I'm going to manifest. I know you feel me in your heart. I know you feel me in your heart. But I know you also actually need to feel me physically. And so I'm going to manifest. So Scorpio, you're going to have a manifestation in your life of that physical support. Could it come from the law? Could it come from good news from the law? Yes, it could. Absolutely. You could feel that there's something a little bit imbalanced right now when you're going up against the law. There could be some craziness that's happening right now if you're dealing with legal issues of any kind. There's some craziness there. There's some imbalance there. There's some, what the fuck is going on? Oh my God, I can't handle this shit. Why? Because you don't have to handle everything. And that's why spirit is showing up to say, even though things seem crazy, you really don't have to handle everything. You don't. This is long term. Give yourself some time. Give yourself some space, Scorpio. Let this be a long-term thing. Think Saturnian energy. It's long-term. You know, you may be struggling or fighting with imbalance for a while right now, especially dealing with legal issues. Let it be long-term. Don't try to solve all the problems at once. Spirit will eventually clear everything out for you. Yes, you'll continue to work it. You'll continue to process it. What it's saying is, don't stress yourself out. Don't pressure yourself, and don't think that you have to do this all by yourself. You don't, because there is that sense of really like feeling, if I don't do it, nobody else will. That the partnership that I'm in, there's always this sense of it being not balanced, of me always having to figure things out, me always having to somehow, this is Libra energy, right? This sense of, but they'll let me down. They won't have my back. They're going to surprise you. They're going to surprise you. Because this energy right here is like, heartbreak, disappointment, sadness, breakup, divorce, or just loss, your heart is broken for some reason. Something that maybe you didn't see coming, or that you thought was impossible, or that somehow there is this sense of, how am I going to get through this? I don't know how to get through this. That's what it is. Like, I don't know how to get through this. Long term. Practiced. One step at a time. Don't rush it. Capricorns will not rush things. This is that sense of karma coming back around to protect you in a circumstance, a situation that had let you down so many times before. You're upright. You did the right thing. You put things away. You have been working and building to do the right thing and have enough to be able to survive this period of mystery, of not knowing, of wondering. If you're dealing with a Virgo, there is this sense of being very unsure right now of what's going to happen next, but also knowing that you have saved up enough or worked hard enough that you're going to be okay. Especially if you're going through something like a divorce. Excuse me. There is that sense of you were smart enough to stock up for this period. Dream the world into being, but it's in reverse. This is usually upright, your past influencing your future, somehow it informing your future. This upside down is a sense of almost like the past landing on you right now and having to dig your way out of it. But the wonderful thing about this energy is that was the last shoe to drop. That was it. That literally was all the universe had to drop on you. So this beautiful energy is the energy of release. And the wonderful aspect of the work that you've done is what's going to carry you through whatever was threatening to sideswipe you. It was time. See, right now, as I see these cards and I see this messed up situation that you're in, I also feel this wonderful sense of goodness, this wonderful sense of rightness. This moment is going to work out. It's going to work out in a beautiful way of strengthening and making you realize, holy crap, I did this. I was the one that actually empowered myself to be able to get through this. I was the one that made the good choices to be able to, the shitstorm just landed on me. The other shoe just fell, but my skull didn't crack. And the storm didn't break down my houses. Why? Karma. Somewhere in your wicked childhood, you must have had a moment of truth. There's a sense of what you've done in the past to build yourself up to this stronger place that you are is what is, oh my God, I'm going to say this. If you feel good that this is over with, if you feel good that this is ended, if you feel good that the other shoe has dropped and the shit's been revealed, it's because you deserve to feel good. It's because this marks the end of the hardship. And everything moving forward, look at this. This is whatever was disguised, whatever was pretending all nicey, the veil has come down. There was something looming. Think of the shoe dropping. There was something looming, hanging over your head. It's dropped. The veil has dropped. There is no more hiding anymore. There is this sense of, especially if you're dealing with a partnership, something it's like you, it's done. The good part is you don't have to worry about this like tightness in your body, knowing that it's coming, but not knowing when. When has happened. The when has happened. The other shoe has dropped. Thank fucking God. Now you know what to do with the fucking shoe. Now you know what to do with the shitstorm. You're prepared for this. What you weren't prepared for was that looming. What do I do as it looms? God, how do I deal with this looming? No more. The veil has come off. If you're in a partnership, especially with a Virgo or a Libra, I can tell you right now, the other shoe has dropped. The worst has come. And now you're in a position of relief and release. You can be happy again. More Virgo energy. And this is the new beginning. That after the shitstorm, there is this sense of freshness, newness, potential, happiness, love. A new love. A new start. A new life. This is new life. Now you can finally be loved the way that you deserve to be loved, which is complete and pure. Now you can finally have that life that is free from sickness and death and destruction and sadness and burdens. Yeah, you get to have this. You get to have this new life. I've added this new portion to my readings, and it's angel messages, Scorpio. So a lot of times when I'm reading, I'm channeling all this energy, but these cards are direct spirit guide and angel messages. If you watch my dailies, which a lot of you do, thank you so much, you'll know that I incorporate these cards all the time. Angels are around me all the time, protecting me with their love and light. They're always around me. And so now I want to share their messages with you, so you can get their direct sort of communication. I still have the I do still have the extended, of course. That link is here. It's also in the description box below. That's your romance reading and your tarot card reading. So I do hope to see you guys over there. But let's see what your angel messages are right now, Scorpio. Feel good. Allow yourself to feel good. Understand, Scorpio, one thing. You have a right to feel joy. You have a right to this happiness. You have a right to this relief. First and foremost, I just saw a card. Be kind to yourself. And don't question what you may or may not need. Don't. You need what you need, and you'll get what you get. Like there are blessings coming into you right now, is what I'm saying. Let them. Let them, without making it hard, without needing it to be difficult or painful. Allow yourself to absorb the kindness and the love that is all around you right now. Allow it. First card that I saw was kindness. A kind gesture rekindles your belief in the power of love. Remember to be kind to yourself. Allow somebody else's kindness in. Allow other people to take care of you right now. Like I said, it's not your job this time to be the ice. You get to be the water and let somebody else wrap their arms around you. You have that right. Surrender. There is no point in pushing the barrel up such a steep hill. Go back to the start. That's the new beginning. That's the beginning. I'm sick of trying so hard. I'm sick of working so, no more of that. Go back to start. Go back to the place where there is no push or struggle. Go back to the start. Surrender your expectations. There is an easier way. When the time is right, a new path will appear. In other words, if you have been struggling and suffering, it's done. Allow it to be done. Spirit is going to open up a way to relieve this stress from your life. Please, Scorpio, please allow it. Don't fight it or think, no, I've got to do it the hard way. No, you don't. And Spirit is coming to your defense to say, you're not supposed to do it the hard way. Let me take the wheel. I've got this. You just let the baggage drop off your shoulders. Let me take the wheel. I'm going to wrap you up in my arms and strength. I'm telling you, Spirit is coming through with these messages for you because it knows you're going to want to fight. It knows you're going to want to do it all by yourself. It knows that the past has taught you that you have to handle everything. It knows all those things, Scorpio. And that's why it's saying, not this time. It's about to be a big old break from stress that you have been shouldering, that you really have secretly wished to be released from, but you won't allow yourself even to admit that you want to be released from it because you feel guilty, like you don't deserve that kind of happiness. You do. That's what Spirit is stepping up. Oh, you deserve the kind of happiness. Now please allow me to give it to you. Sacred source. We, your angels, are here to remind you of your magnificence. You are literally an angel in the making, a being of eternal love and light, forever one with God, Goddess, and all creation. That's you. And when you see God in somebody else, how much do you celebrate it? Please allow yourself to be celebrated. This is about honoring you by allowing other people to help. Imagine. Clearly visualize the life you want. Feel it in your heart and soul, and so it will come to be. This is it. This is it. The life has opened up for you now. Don't feel guilty about it. Please step through. A portal is opening up, especially around this new moon. This new moon energy is starting tonight and going in tomorrow, right? It's the 21st, I think, in most areas where this new moon in Cancer, so powerful, so strong, and so right for you. The portal is opening, Scorpio. You have to flow through. You can't push through as an iceberg. And that's what this melting is. And that's what the challenge is. But simultaneously, you want it. You want to do it. Do it. Allow it. Middle path. This is interesting. Embrace both sides. The middle path is the road to a balanced and more peaceful life. Interesting. And that's where I think it's like the hands in the air. I'm sick of the imbalance. I'm sick of fighting so hard. I'm sick of reacting in such extremes. This time, I'm just going to be my essence, which is water, and I'm going to flow. Integrity. Be flexible, but also be true to you. Stand by your beliefs and values, and others will stand by and believe in you. And last but not least, faith. Do not lose faith. The storm clouds will soon clear, and the sun will shine once more. This pain is your portal. Allow it to drop away, as a doorway does after you've walked through. You don't ever have, after you've walked through, you don't ever have to think of the doorway again. All you have to think of is the new life in front of you. So, what is that new life? Let's go to tarot. I'll see you guys in the extended.